Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
All right, and we're seeing some flooding and some rain here. Time to check in with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy. Alana, what should we know?
Well, we definitely saw that wet weather, and it still holds on in portions of the state. Can't get over the amount of rain that came down in Kane County. My goodness, 1.5 inches. That video just tells the story. And yes, we still have showers out there. As we look at the storm tracker radar tonight, we see lightning and some heavier rain over the mountains towards Grand Staircase, near Loa, Bryce Canyon Country, and just south of Richfield. Over near Beaver, we also have some echoes of moisture, and the West Desert has a few cells out there. Light rain in the north. It's what we saw tonight. There was some lightning in Utah County and the southern end of the Salt Lake Valley. As we look now towards Spanish Fort Canyon, US 6, seeing some wet weather with some lightning overhead. Other than that, we've quieted down for the rest of the Wasatch Front. Cache Valley now getting a break, and we've just got a few storms that are lingering as we head into the overnight. Tell me this is not gorgeous. Chris Williams catching this one. My goodness, we live in a beautiful place. South Jordan sunset tonight. It was stormy, it was unsettled, and it came through with this beauty. I just love living in Utah. When you see that, how can you not? High temperatures today, 84 in Salt Lake, very close to average, 70s in Cache Valley in Utah County, 70s in Green River and Price, upper 80s in St. George, where we were a little drier, 79 in Cedar City. So we were running slightly cooler, and we're going to be even more so as we head into tomorrow. We've got a cold front on the way, but let's get through tonight. A few clouds out there, mostly clear for the Wasatch Front with those temperatures falling into the 60s. As we get through the overnight, we're looking at low 60s, some upper 50s expected with some fairly clear conditions. By 9 a.m., partly cloudy skies there. The sun's up and temperatures are warming, but only at 62. So as the kids head out in the morning, make sure they have a sweater because it is going to feel brisk. Okay, we got a cold front coming through. Speaking of brisk, in the morning, that front is going to move on in. And as it does, it brings in a northwest flow. That cuts off moisture. So drier conditions, but cooler conditions as a result. By the afternoon, the front will drape itself through central Utah. We will get scattered storms associated with that boundary, but we are mainly going to see that energy focus east of I-15 because of the positioning of the front and south of it. So south central Utah and eastern Utah looking at the best chance of storms. A slight chance still exists for the Wasatch Front, but really we're going to see that focused on the eastern side of the state. As we head into the evening, the front drags further south towards the Four Corners area. The system starts to pull to the east. Behind it, drier conditions. We will be cooler. We're looking at a true fall feeling of a day for tomorrow. Now, those storms do have the potential to bring in some heavy rain yet again. Places like Lake Powell, Natural Bridges, Grand Gulch, and Grand Staircase have that probable ranking when it comes to flash flooding. Possibility in other spots like the Swell, Capitol Reef, and Zion. So the Mighty Five and surrounding areas still looking at wet weather. Big picture here to walk you through, and I show you the big picture. I know we care about Utah, but it takes that moisture and that idea of what's happening. So this area of low pressure is coming through. That's going to send our cold front our way. That's where most of the green is focused in eastern Utah for tomorrow and as we head into Friday morning. Counterclockwise flow, could see some enhanced canyon winds, forewarning you about that as that area of low pressure slides to the east. High pressure then takes over. It moves in for the close of the work week and as we make it through the weekend. That means more sunshine and a warming trend. Eventually that will break down, but not until early next week where we see the potential of another low pressure system moving into the state, bringing in some green. That is increased moisture potential, and so the chance of storms could come back as we roll into early next week for northern Utah and the eastern side of the state. Regional forecast giving you those 70s for tomorrow. That just seems really pretty. It's going to be great, but it is going to be a cooler overnight. Upper 40s in Cache Valley. Ooh, 60 in Salt Lake, 50s in Utah County. We do get the 70s and 80s on the eastern side of the state. 70s for the I-15 corridor and 91 in St. George. As we zoom in, find your city, our mountain valleys will be in the 60s and 70s. We'll see a lot of 70s in places like Ogden and Tooele. We do have the chance of some showers, and those showers kind of want to hold on. When it comes down to it, in central Utah, we are looking at the potential for some storms as the front moves through. We've got 70s. Down south, those numbers in the 70s and 80s with St. George making it to the 90s. As we take a look at the next 7 days, you're able to see those 90s really starting to make a comeback. We dry out with high pressure taking over for the weekend in Washington County. Now, we check the Wasatch Front. Slight chance for tomorrow, cooler. And then our temperatures, well, we just start to climb, a little bit of a roller coaster there, all the way to the upper 80s by the latter half of the weekend. We drop again with the potential of that wet weather. as we see that low pressure system come in Tuesday and Wednesday. So yeah, we're going to ride the roller coaster. Buckle up. It's like we're at Lagoon, but it's for the weather world. We'll send it back over to Emily and Sarah.
All right, a lot going on.